little girl, I remember on the wall of my dad's study, a square little poster. And on the poster it had the flowery script, early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. And as a little girl, somehow I thought those words were the secret to life. And furthermore, if I stayed a good little girl and listened to everything my parents said, followed all the rules, I also would become healthy, wealthy, and wise. So my parents were very happy because this continued all throughout until my teen years. I never did anything against the rules. I never took any risks because if I took risks, it meant I might get into trouble. And then I started working and my world changed. Because unlike school days, when everyone around me was learning the same things, doing the same homework, doing the same activities, in working life, everybody did their own thing. And sometimes the things they did was not things that a good girl like me would do. And yet these people were still healthy, well, they still made money, and to me, they looked a lot more wiser. So I decided to change. And instead of being a good little girl, I then started being more of a risk seeker. And a funny thing happened. Each risk I took, I started to learn things. Now, just starting work, making my own money, started with Saturday nights. Got a bunch of girlfriends and I getting dressed up, going out to town, having fun. And as pretty as my girlfriends all were, it was a bit of a risk. So a bit of the good girl in me from way back when still remained. And I ended up being the one that always had to keep an eye on my girlfriends and manage things like stranger danger and having all these guys. I don't know, Winston, if you ever did that, but coming up and talking to them. So that was something I learned because I learned to come up with common sense, a bit of street smarts and how to manage ourselves. Next, one of my girlfriends and I were working in the same office, and bear with me, this was many, many years ago, we discovered the first indoor rock climbing gym to open in Malaysia, and that was in Summit, USJ. So being the first one, our office mates all thought we were nuts because we signed up and we would go a couple of times every week to literally crawl vertically up walls. But that made me learn to place my trust in other people. Because the higher up you go on the wall, the bigger the risk of falling down and hurting yourself. And the only thing keeping me safe was my friend and the grip she had on the belaying rope that I was attached to. What else? A go-kart gym had opened in Stadium Shala. Now I don't know if that was the first go-karting gym course in Malaysia, but it was still relatively new, go-kart. And there were quite a few adrenaline junkies in the office. So a bunch of us would go every couple of months or so, and we would risk our necks as we race around the track, and risk flipping over as we go around the corners. But then I learned what I learned was to trust in myself, trust my instincts, and trust my abilities to handle a fast machine like a go-kart. Now there were other adventures as well, and after a while, what I learned was I could do anything. I didn't have to fear anything, and my motto in life became no regrets. But if you have to have regrets, regret something you have done. Never regret something you didn't do. Now, one day, I found myself planning a girls' trip with a bunch of girlfriends. And being the risk taker that I am, right, we decided we go to Phuket. Not exactly the safest of places for a bunch of girls. But that was okay because a bunch of guys in the same office had just come back from Phuket for a boys' trip. So they started telling us about all the stuff we should do, we shouldn't do. And guess what? One of those things was that these boys had done bungee jumping in Phuket. And hey, anything a guy can do, a girl can do, right? So we girls started talking about it, and we talked about it, and we talked about it, until the day we landed in Phuket, and then we all decided, no way. Except for one person. Guess who?
You.
So the next day, a bunch of us traveled 30 minutes in a jeep to jungle bungee jump. And before I knew it, I was standing on this tiny metal ledge, 50 meters up in the air, looking down on the top of trees, and the tiny figures of my friends were jumping up and down, hopefully encouraging me. And then as I stood there, I heard the instructor say, "Go!" And so, the moments ticked by, and I was still standing there. And the instructor repeated, "Go," 2 more times. And still I was frozen, standing there. And then finally he said, "Do you want to go back down?" And very sadly I nodded. Now, I started beating myself up for that. To make matters worse, the next person right after me up for that jump was a 12-year-old boy. And yes, he jumped. So I kept asking myself, why didn't I do it? Right? Why didn't I jump? And then I realized that as I was standing there, I was already on the most daring adventure of my life. Because what I didn't tell you was, only a couple of years before that, I had become a mom. And as I was standing there, the faces of my babies flashed in my mind. And they were waiting for me back home while mommy was off for her girls' holiday. And I came to the realization that I was no longer living life just for myself, that my actions would now impact innocent lives that I had brought into the world. So now, I stand here today, many, many years later, and I can tell you that I'm very grateful for all the life choices I've made. Because now, I consider everything and everyone that I care for, and then I decide the right thing to do. And sometimes doing the right thing involves taking risks. But thanks to my experience, I know that taking risks is okay, even if it's not something a good girl would do. Thank you very much.